hello. I assume you're here for the tour of the house. Well, that's good, because I am here to give the tour of the house. Now, as you can see right now, we're on the front porch, as it were. It's not really a porch, but, you know, front door and all that. So, as you enter the house, you see... How did you get in here so quickly? I'm suspicious. But anywho, as you can see, this is the entrance hall, as it were. Right next to closet number 1 here holds the usual, next to the front door, stuff the closet holds, like coats and hats and boots and a metal detector. Move on into the main area. That's the steps leading up to the main area, I guess I should say. One of the things you may notice is the line of children photos. That is myself and Matthew and Cassie from kindergarten up to senior year of high school. We all have our little pictures here. You also may have noticed the mailbox there. Mail comes in there, and a table and Noah's Ark welcome and all that kind of fun stuff. And as we enter the study, one of the things that you may notice is that we have computers. 2 computers at the moment, 1 laptop, 1 desktop. We usually have 2 laptops, but one of them is missing. Well, not missing, it's in Canada. We also have a couple of bookshelves here with encyclopedias and the like over here. We have Shel Silverstein and a bunch of fairy tales over here. And there's one over there too, bookshelf that is, not fairy tales. I'm suspicious again. Closet number 2. This is the living room, and as you can see, we have the standard CDs, standard DVDs, standard records, standard stereo with a record player on top. And we also have over here, which you may not be able to see quite as well, but there's DVDs, not to mention a Wii player, and a cable box, and a DVD player, and an internet box modem. Modem, they're called. And also a router. Well, 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 looks like somebody's been watching Futurama. This is the rest of the living room, as it were. As you can see, we have a couple of bookshelves over here filled with books because we have a lot of books. We have a rocking chair here with stuff on it because somebody has been going through papers and is not picking up after himself, which it makes it very messy down here. There's also this nice comfy armchair. There's a couch over there. And we have a piano. Hooray. Once you leave the living room, you end up in the dining room, which we haven't dined in very long at all, basically, because we've been putting stuff on this table. So that didn't work out too well. But we also have this shelf, also full of stuff. We have a lot of stuff. There's also a clock over there that's not working right now. So fun times. I also don't know if you can see this. That's the light fixture that is in this dining room. So let's turn that on to illuminate the place a little better, illuminate the mess. I'm sure you all appreciate that. And walk into the kitchen, where we have your usual cupboards and such, filled with food and coffee mugs. And you also get your standard fridge with a whole bunch of magnets on it because we have a lot of magnets. It also has food inside, but you know, you don't really need to see the food inside, so let's go over here, where the camera is angled down somewhat so that you can kind of sort of see our nice little dishwasher here. Has dishes in it, dirty dishes to be specific, because they don't put clean dishes in a dishwasher. Haha! And then over here, we have a microwave and a stove and an oven like most kitchens do, so nothing really out of the ordinary here. Some dirty dishes there. You may notice, you probably notice on the counter, that somebody failed to pick up. Don't know who that would be, but somebody should probably get on putting those in the dishwasher. That somebody should. To the basement! And I see that you're already there. Now then, the fun thing about this basement is that these lights, 50% of the time, don't work. This time most of them did. I am shocked. I am shocked. Over here you have your pretty standard washer and dryer, as well as a sink and a lamp, because these 2 lights rarely work. So we have a lamp down here so we can see when when we're doing laundry, and I say we, but usually it's Dad doing laundry, but I've done some. Want it to be known. As you go through the basement, you may notice that there are a lot of boxes. That's because this is where a lot of the boxes were placed when we moved in, or rather when Mom and Dad moved in. So there's a lot of boxes, but it is not as full as it was when they moved in. In fact, this is neater than it's been since we first moved in, which, there you go. So, over here we have our reading nook, which I see you've already discovered. Just make it a little easier to see in here. That one decided not to work. That's okay, we don't need a light. Over here we have this deceptively comfy chair. I didn't name it, incidentally. That was Cassie and Chase. That's where this chair used to live. And we are currently surrounded by bookshelves, and I do mean basically surrounded. I mean, we have the long one that you can see over there, and then there's a couple here. There's one right there, and right there, and right there, and right there, and right there. We are basically surrounded by bookshelves. And while there are a lot of books down here, this is not all the books that we own. I mean, you saw a lot of books upstairs, too. We own a lot of books. We are a book-loving family. So, books. Book nook. Book nook. There's a light for reading pleasure. Didn't know it did that. You learn something new every day. That's basically all for the basement. There's these systems that are bulky and not fun to look at, plus a laundry chute. And there's one over there too. So that's everything for the basement. So let's leave the basement and go into the breezeway, which you have once again beaten me to. How do you do that? Anyway, the breezeway is a place where we used to store a lot of boxes, but now a lot of those boxes have since been unpacked. There's still a lot of stuff sitting here on this platform bed, which used to be my bed. At least that's where my mattress used to sit, was on this platform bed. So it may look familiar. It probably doesn't, because you didn't see the platform part of it, mostly just the mattress. But it may, you never know. And there's also this wicker furniture. This is just going to be a kind of sunroom that we probably won't spend much time in when the winter comes, obviously. There's also a leak over here, so we get water coming in. Someone's going to be coming in to fix the roof at some point, which is good, because we kind of need it. But that's the breezeway. There's also a bunch of firewood that will eventually be taken by a relative of ours. So, let's go over here. I'm sure you'll beat me there again. Yep, there you are. Well, this is one of our garages, as I never call it. And as we come over here, we see the garage is actually pretty spacious. This did used to have boxes, just like the breezeway, but again, a lot of those have been unpacked. At the moment, we just have the seats to the van, and we have a futon sitting over there, and a wagon, etc., and a few other odds and ends. But for the most part, this garage is empty enough that it can allow a car to be parked in here, and that is the ultimate goal, for a car to be parked in this garage. But as it stands right now, this is, I mean, obviously a car can't fit in here, but we're making progress. I'm going to just go ahead and go through this door, and I know no possible way that you could ever, what? But you're, are you magic? You must be magic. Anyway, this is our other garage. This is actually the area that can be heated. There's a cupboard behind you. I'm not going to count that as a closet. I could, but I'm not going to. As you can see, this garage is also quite spacious. There's a few things over here densely packed, but this is Matthew and Cassie's stuff and some of Chase's. And there's also this desk here, which will soon be taken by one of my cousins, Emily, who you've met because she's been in a few of my videos. And soon, once that's done, there will be able to get a car fit in here, which is good because we have 2 cars. So we will eventually be able to put them in the garage, which was a goal of Dad's, and it's nice that that can actually happen very, very soon. So, the reason the lighting is so bad is because there's only the one light, and it's kind of horrible. I mean, we have the light that's attached to the garage door, but I'm not going to open the garage door just so I can have more light in here. So, let's go back into the house, through the breezeway, into the alcove, through the kitchen. Well, we'll stop here briefly to show you, look at that. Somebody listened. Through the dining room, you can't see me right now because it's pointed at the light fixture that I wanted to show you before. There, you can see it a little better now. It's nice and funky looking. I like it. There you go. Now this is a part of the dining room that you haven't seen yet. As you can see, we have the old hutch. This used to be in the kitchen back home. We have a nice little desk type thing here. We have closet number 3, and we have over here the hallway and closet number 4. Further down the hallway, we have this room, which is called the mirror room. Why it's called the mirror room, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why that name was used really at all. So yeah. Over here you have a couple of dressers. These dressers have things on top of them. It looks like this is the Noah's Ark dresser and this is the clown dresser. It's good to know that they have those defining characteristics, so it looks like a Noah's Ark out onto the clown dresser. Not sure how I feel about that. Closet number 5. And then we leave this room and go into the purple room. The purple room, aside from being extraordinarily purple, also has a lot of the antique furniture that Mom owns. So, you know, there's this desk, there's this dresser over here, there's this bed. Though the mattress itself isn't antique, the mattress is new, but the frame is fairly antique. So this is where a lot of that stuff is. And also, right behind you is closet number 6. Now, my original plan was actually to go through this closet from the mirror room into this room, because these two closets do connect for some reason, but it would have been extremely difficult, so that's not something that ended up happening. Walk past this room, because it's a bathroom, so you don't really need to look in there, because it's a bathroom, it's pretty standard, and come over here to the master bedroom. And this is really all you're going to see of it right now. I'm not going to give you a tour of the master bedroom because it's not my bedroom and it's not just a guest bedroom, it's my parents' bedroom. So, that's what you get to see there. Also, fun fact, there's some cupboards over here that I'm not counting as closets, but it has a variety of towels and washcloths and that kind of fun stuff, so it's always a good thing to know. This is a laundry chute. It's cool. And that concludes the tour of the house. I hope you... Oh, no, guys, this is just another closet. I mean, that's just kind of obvious. Magic! Oh man, guys, this is exciting. This is exciting. Look at all the shag. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh. Right. This is my room. My bad. So, yeah, this is my room. As you can see, I'm kind of in the process of still moving things around, but this is my room. As you can see, this is my bed. This is where I sleep, obviously. And there's also a variety of bookshelves. There's one there and there and there, and there's also one there. And of course, you saw one as you came in, and that one doesn't have books on it at the moment. But I have a lot of books, obviously. So that kind of has to happen. There's also this is my collection of DVDs. There's one over there too. That's where my television usually sits. It's elsewhere at the moment. There's also this, which is part of my collection of stuffed animals, but not all of them because I have a lot. There's quite a bit strewn along here beside my bed and behind the bed. You can also see a Hufflepuff crest and a Theta Alpha Phi. That's my family line. Over here, as you can see, we have my built-in dresser, as well as 4 posters above it, 3 of them from productions that I was a part of in some way, and a signed poster from Lauren Fairweather. I've never actually met Lauren. Matthew got this for me. So, thank you, Matthew. It was really nice. Sitting above my dresser. Hooray. And over here, there is an area where I would usually vlog. Here's the chair where I would sit down, and, you know, you have the fairly recent clowns masks, theater comedy, theater tragedy theater comedy, theater tragedy masks. So there you go. Over here is closet number 7. It's very, very spacious. So it's a nice closet. Over here, you may have noticed the doors along the side. This is all storage area. It goes from this end of the room all the way to the other end of the room. I'm not going to go in there right now because there's stuff in front of the door. But there you go. That's necessary to know, understand, etc., etc. So, there you go. As for this door over here, you may have noticed it's sitting kind of lurking there in the background. Well, I'm not going to show that to you. That's a secret. So, there you go. That does, in fact, this time conclude the end of the tour of my new house. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see all of you at a later time. So, farewell.